How's it going, everyone? So I wanted to share my thrift store find today, and we're going to take and see if I can fix this thing up on camera. Now, I've been a camera geek my whole life, and I've really enjoyed video editing and videography, and I'm really starting to get into it. Last year, I picked up this DSLR camera, which is a Canon EOS Rebel T3i, and I'm still learning it. This particular camera, the autofocus on this lens no longer wants to work, so I don't really use this for a lot of videos like I would love to, and some of the photos are just turning out really, really bad, mostly because I really can't see the screen. So I'm trying to come up with some creative solutions for this. But one of the things that I've been enjoying doing is taking outdoor videos. And one thing that I really wanted to experiment with is something like this, which is a fluid drag head for a tripod. And I happened to find this at Goodwill. I saw it just sitting over there. I checked it out, and I mean, it's got really, really good motion on the head. And for $15, which is all this thing was marked at, I really didn't think that I could lose. Now, the rest of the tripod is not in the greatest shape. As you can actually see here, there's a bunch of residue right here. Honestly, it looks like somebody tried to tape this up. And if you look here, here, and here on the lower portion of the legs, it looks like somebody lost the thumb screws and the set screws. So, you know, this particular one, it doesn't stay in or out. And the others, I mean, this looks really, really ugly. And you know, I want to be able to take this with me and deploy it fairly quickly. So I was looking at it and thinking, well, I've only got $15 tied up into this. So I take the head off of the tripod, I toss the tripod. But, you know, that's kind of against what I like to do. So I'm going to try to see if I can repair this. I was looking earlier at the screws and the nuts that are in this when I made a little bit of a discovery. I'm going to show you what that discovery is here. Alright. Now, of course, they're Phillips head screws. And I'll be honest, I did look to see if any place sold a repair kit for this tripod, and I didn't see anything. So I was kind of thinking, well, how am I going to do that? I can always find, you know, the correct size nuts, which these are not the correct size nuts to go in there. This part has, I'll show you here. That part has the hexagonal shape to put a nut in. So I was thinking, why reinvent the wheel? Maybe I can find something that would work. And sure enough, I did. Do you recognize those? If you have a GoPro, or several of them like I do, you've probably got a bunch of these things laying around. So, as it turns out, they're a great fit. I will admit I've already tested one of these. And, yeah, it will support the weight. I'm actually really having to press hard on that to get it to move, and I can go tighter with this. Not really trying to crank it down too hard just for demonstration purposes, but you know, I've got these things laying around. I've got a bunch of accessories for GoPros. Anytime somebody sees a GoPro accessory, I usually wind up with it. So I've got a collection of these GoPro screws, and even though, as you can see, they're not the quickest things to deploy, they actually make better versions of these that are all aluminum. And I did think about 3D printing some, but I just decided against it. So we're actually going to see this part right here is the part I'm questioning whether or not I'll be able to fix. To me, it just looks like it's just covered in adhesive residue. It honestly looks like somebody just taped it together at some point, possibly when it was missing a screw. So I don't know. So on camera, I'm going to try to see if I can fix this. So let's see if I can Undo this. Alright, so that should, yeah, that has it broken free. But as you can see, it's completely covered in this residue. And I apologize, it's not very centered on frame, but I'm actually having to hold this out. I don't have a place to put it. So I'm going to try to see if maybe I can position it like this. Get a little bit better frame. Here we go. All right, so really it just looks like all this is going to need is a little bit of TLC with some IPA, which is isopropyl alcohol. Now, you look at it, yes, it says 70% IPA. This is not what's in here. This is just a bottle that I still have. I've replaced it with 90% like I use with my vintage computer rebuilds. So, let's see if we can clean this up. There we go. Now that is starting to look much, much better. I mean, it's a used tripod. It's going to get beat up. It's going to get beat up while I'm using it because I'm going to be carrying it with me to events and things. But no use in it looking bad if it doesn't have to. There we go. And yeah, there's more of that residue up at the top of this. There we go. Perfect. So let's go ahead and replace that thumb screw with this. Now this is pretty much as close to a perfect fit as I can get it to do. Oh yeah, oh I forgot about all this down here at the base. So I'll tell you what, let's take and crank that one down. Now you might ask, well, yeah, these things are, they're a pain in the butt to have to tighten down, and you're really cranking on it and it's not tightening it up all the way, as you can see here. Well, the thing is, I have plenty of these GoPro wrenches that I carry with me whenever I'm doing events or anything, and I'm probably going to wind up just ordering a set of the all steel, I think they might be stainless steel GoPro thumb screws, and I know they make aluminum ones, but I think there's a set of stainless steel ones, if I remember correctly, and I think they're about $10 each. So okay, I've got $15 in this. If I spend $30 on thumb screws, yeah, I'm still into this for $45 plus whatever sales tax was. That's not bad in my opinion. As I was looking at buying one of these, and something like this was well into 3 figures. And seeing as how I'm on a bit of a budget, and this is just a hobby for me, this is gonna work just fine for me. There we go. So now I have that, and yeah, I'm not above using a Phillips head screwdriver for it. Yeah. There we go. So that one's in there now. That one's in there. And let's replace the last one. Alrighty. So that is the last one. And let's there. So now I have a fully cleaned up and ready to deploy tripod. But wait a minute. You're saying, what about the quick release? Oh man, I forgot about that. Or did I? No, I didn't. I simply 3D printed one. Most of what I'm going to be using this with is going to be with my phone. So this is actually, I'm trying to do this one-handed and it's not working. This is actually a rig that I purchased specifically to take to an event so that I could practice doing better filming with my phone. Unfortunately, I left my phone at my friend's house and went through the event without anything. So, honestly, I think that this was a total score at Goodwill for, the cost of a little bit of filament. And I did print this in blue so that it would really show up well on camera. And this is going to be just for using one of my phone mounts. I'm not going to put my DSLR camera on it. So this is going to get its own mount. I'm going to purchase one probably this evening, and we'll see when it comes in. But, you know, for $15 plus the cost of filament, plus, you know, 3 GoPro screws that I had laying around anyway, I've got this really nice tripod. So I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to end it with a little bit of footage that I shoot while using this setup here. See, everything on it works beautiful. And yeah, if you want me to do more camera equipment videos, maybe do some reviews on some stuff like this, let me know in the comments section below. Otherwise, the only time I'll ever really do camera stuff is if I find a really good deal like this one. But you got to admit, for $15 and a little bit of cleaning, I think I got a pretty good deal here. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.